Hello friend, join me today as I take a little trek up to Mirador de Ataquero, I believe it's called, and maybe you can't see it, no, but somewhere up on that mountain there's a little village, I guess. They say it's like a 2-hour walk, so we'll see. I guess I could also travel up to the top of this mountain here. It's like not as far, and apparently a nice viewpoint as well, but whatever way I go, the views are going to be stunning. There's no doubt about that. So yeah, sit back and relax as I lift myself along and enjoy the scenery of the beautiful Peruvian Andes. Just come and do a bridge here. Check this river out. Pretty serious rapids. Wow. Oh, look at what we got here. I'm actually doing some construction, and apparently this is the place where they dump old bricks and stuff, and fortunately other garbage. You know, it's pretty unfortunate always. This complete lack of garbage disposal or care, you know. Like often in these third world countries, I don't really know what the excuse is, but it's just sad because it's so beautiful, and then every once in a while, especially in the towns, there's just piles of garbage. I don't know what the solution is, and obviously they don't either. Anyway, check out these cacti. Wow, look at these things. Interesting. I guess there's a little trail just right there. I'm assuming that goes up to a little viewpoint. But yeah, I'm gonna follow this for as long as I can and hopefully make it to this village. It's actually the wet season right now in Peru, so first day I was here it was raining most of the day, like just lightly, but and it's rained every night so far, which honestly is quite nice for many reasons. One of them being, I mean, the greenery is incredible. Check this out. Just the plant life is breathtaking. And also, the abode I'm staying in, it's this traditional abode, I guess they call it. Has a tin roof, so the rain is really relaxing in the night, it's just trickling down. Also, the people up here are extremely friendly, and so am I, so that always helps. Check this out. Beautiful lemon trees Wow. Oh, wow. So beautiful. Let's zoom back out to normal here. Oh yes, this path is already quite something. Got a nice big spiky cactus up there. It's a little bit jungly, but this isn't like deep in the Amazon. I was asking the locals, and apparently not really any animals I have to worry about. Apparently there's not any jaguars, at least not nearby, they'll say. So I think we'll be okay. Oh wow, look at this. Just incredible. Mountains. Wow. This path is quite something. It's so fun for me because, I mean, something's moving there. I don't know what like the names of any of these plants. Quite frankly, I don't want to touch any plants because I don't know what you can touch and what you can't. But like I said, this isn't like deep rainforest, this is the mountains, so to me it feels more safe. And I guess I'm kind of a mountain person myself. And yeah, today I'm feeling a lot better. The altitude here is like, well, they say this the village of Carho has. I looked it up, it's over 3,000 meters. However, my phone was saying I'm only at like 2,600 meters. Either way, we're a long ways up here. And you can feel it. I could. But today I'm feeling pretty good so far. And as you can see, I'm trucking along here pretty good. So far I'm not completely out of breath. So that's promising. Wow, look at this mountain behind me here. It's so cool, this orange rock. It kind of reminds me of like Arizona or something. Yeah, like I said, even though it's the wet season, I'm kind of lucking out at the moment with this weather. It's actually, like then again, like my phone I feel like is lying. It says it's only 18 degrees Celsius. There's no way. Like earlier I was laying around in the sun. I think I might have got a little bit sunburnt, which was the intention. But yeah. Being that it's the wet season, I mean, the plant life is beautiful, I guess. Assuming it wouldn't quite be like that. Look at this incredible agave plant. Look at these things. It's massive. It's so cool. I'm assuming that's agave. That's like one of the only plants that I happen to know that I've seen before. I'm sure there's other things. I'd like to know what I can eat, because that's always fun for me, is finding different things to eat. Yeah. Some animals over there, I'm not sure what they are. Birds like birds. See these though, check out these. Not quite sure about these things. They look kind of sharp. Like burrs almost, but also like berries. Yeah, I'm not sure about these things. You know, I'm just a single man out here. I don't have a TV crew and that, so I can give you all this useless information about everything that you're seeing. So instead, you're just gonna have to enjoy it for what it is and use your imagination just like me. And to me, that's somehow better in many cases. It's like they say, ignorance is bliss. More giant cacti. Look at these beautiful things. Wow. I love it. Oh man. Whew. Yeah, just take in all those views. I like these trees here. Remind me a lot of what I would picture as the jungle, I guess. These pretty little yellow flowers on them. And as you'll see coming up here, they kind of just create like a nice little canopy. All these just fields of cacti. Some small ones here. Whew. Yeah. I like these mountains here. Like hoodoos, we call them. These sort of sand pillars. Yeah. Created by erosion, obviously. Some really nice ones just up ahead here. Yeah. I was just checking my phone again to see if I was gaining elevation, and it's like still saying I'm at like 2,600 meters, even though I've been pretty much walking uphill now for a solid 20 minutes or more. Starting to get a little bit out of breath, and I feel like just when you're already at such a high elevation, you really don't have to go that far to start to feel it again. I mean, yeah, almost 3 kilometers above sea level. Like, it's no joke. Maybe it is. It's a little bit funny, I guess. Whew. Yeah, check out these hoodoos. I'm a hoodoo man. Wow. Yeah. Scenery just keeps on changing. Wow. Just following this stream. Whew. Well, I'll be pretty much honest. I have no idea if I'm going the right way. The directions weren't particularly clear. They're just like, oh, follow the road. Well, the road ends. yeah. So at this point I'm basically just using my sense of direction. I know that the place they're telling me about is somewhere on top of these mountains. So I got this one, maybe this one over here. But either there'll be a trail up to it or there won't be. Doesn't really matter to me. Either way, it's a mission success. So the whole point was just to do a little exploring and get some exercise. And yeah, I mean, definitely not going to get lost at the moment because I'm just following this riverbed. And, I mean, yeah, what is it? Let me see how far this takes us. How's that for some nice clean water, eh? It's interesting. It's weird to me because Canada, you can actually drink from most lakes and streams and pretty much be okay. I mean, within reason. I don't recommend it, even though I do it all the time. But like here, for example, we're in the jungle. I don't really think you can drink any of this fresh water. You definitely can't drink the tap water in this country. Whew. Unfortunately, you really can't see it, but yeah, just slightly. Those are some of the biggest mountains in the country, supposedly just obscured by the clouds at the moment. I find it quite funny. I'm staying in this sort of hostel, but it's like a farm also, and so some people just pay to stay and do their own thing, and I kind of worked out a volunteering deal, as people do. So I'm just helping out with their sheep and their guinea pigs, and with a little bit of construction work and so on. And the host is this really nice little Quechua lady. I think she's maybe 74, I was told. And anyway, yeah, so her first language actually is Quechua, and her second language is Spanish. So I've been teaching her some English, actually. She's been teaching me some Spanish. I think we're getting somewhere. But funny thing is I think like a lot of the other travelers I've talked to, especially the ones that haven't really gone off the beaten path, so to speak, they don't realize that Spanish isn't actually like the native language in South America. Like, somehow I always bring it up to them, and they're like, wait, like, Spanish isn't the original language in these countries? Like in Peru, for example? And I'm like, no. Spanish came from Spain. Like, it's actually silly that people don't know that. And Quechua, if you don't know, was the language of the Incan Empire. So it's quite an old language, and the fact that people are still speaking it is pretty cool to me. So I don't know if I'm like kind of at a dead end here or something. Anyway, we'll figure this out. Seems like there's got to be a way up this hill. Like I said, if not, I don't really care. Well, I'll be honest. I'm more or less convinced at this point that I'm going the wrong way. And the more I go up this canyon, the less convinced I am that I'll be able to find a way out. But worst comes to worst, I just have to go back. I don't really want to try to climb out. So, let's see what happens here. I mean, pretty cool. Pretty cool, to say the least. Yeah, I'm not so sure what I should do at this point. I'll just go look around this next corner and then we'll see. Well, I submitted and I'm heading back down this canyon because it really doesn't seem like there's a way out. And even if there is, it seems like it's kind of dangerous. Just getting more and more treacherous the further I went, so that's just the way it goes. I feel like I kind of brought this on myself because when they were telling me like, oh yeah, just follow the road, you can't get lost. In my head I'm thinking, I'm definitely going to get lost. And here I am. Not technically lost, but definitely on the wrong turn. Which, it's all part of the adventure, you know? Sometimes in life, you take a wrong turn and it leads you somewhere unexpected. Sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. There was, however, a very small, kind of sketchy looking trail up the mountain over here. I seen some local person take earlier, so maybe I'll try that. It looks like I've turned this 5-hour hike probably into at least a 6-hour hike now. Like I said, it's no loss. The only thing is, I kind of hope they sell beer in this village if I make it there. Oh, up here. See, there's some buildings like on top of this mountain right up here. So, I guess that's somehow where I need to go. It's also annoying because one of the guys I'm working with's like, oh, like, just look at this map, it's from Google Maps. And for some reason the Google Maps really doesn't display the same route. And now that I'm out here, I apparently have 3G. I don't know what good that is because it's not really working at all. And like I said, I'm not actually lost because I've still got my sense of direction and I know exactly how to get back. I just don't know how to get to this goddamn village. But, you know, once I figure it out, I guess I'll be the expert. Oh. Just gotta be careful walking around here. There's no emergency services coming to get you, as far as I know. If you fall or something, probably won't end well. And I guess you'll just be left for the animals or something. Anyway. I don't really care, like I said. Sometimes the point of going for a walk is just to walk. And realistically, I didn't promise that I was going to get to the village, did I? Because the whole point of this was just to go for a walk and take in the scenery. So let's do that some more. I mean, come on. Look at these valleys. Wow. I like these nice big trees. Ooh, whoa, whoa. This is pretty much what I pictured when I imagined Peru, I guess. And I don't know, maybe we'll see if we pass some people or not, but the people, it's like what I imagined, just these little old ladies hiking through the mountains, and they're really like colorful clothes that I mean, they're made from like wool or from llama's wool, which is pretty cool. And yeah, the colors that they use for their clothing and their decoration and stuff is really quite beautiful. Hey, here's a path here. I wonder if this will lead somewhere. Well, it's gotta lead somewhere, right? Maybe not. That wouldn't surprise me either if I just walked up a path and it turned out to be a dead end. But is this the path that the old lady went up? I don't know. Huh. I guess we'll see. So this path is really dang steep. However, it's very promising that it leads somewhere. Where exactly? I guess we'll find out. Whew. Yeah, I'm quite out of breath now. Not only is it quite hot in the sun, now I've easily gained couple hundred more meters of elevation. So just gotta take my time and catch my breath here. So you can see I was just down in that valley just a couple minutes ago, down in the up around the corner in that canyon there. So yeah, I'd say I've done pretty good at wasting a lot of energy, and but now, like, I've also climbed really quite fast. This trail is really steep, and Still just banking on the fact that it leads me somewhere good. Just checking out these beautiful trees. I'd really like to figure out what that weird kind of spiky berry looking plant is. I was trying to search on my phone, but like I said, the internet's not great. But because it looks kind of like a coffee plant, to be honest, but I don't think coffee plants are spiky. More just look like berries. Oh gosh, finally some shade. Oh yeah, this is a cool little path. Man, I tell you, I don't really even want to go back now. I feel like I'm pretty tired. Oh man. Okay. Just gonna take a little rest here by this giant agave plant. And yeah, just catch my breath. My heart's beating pretty good. Yeah. I would say it's like a combination of the exertion and the heat and the altitude. It's really something. Check out this mountain over here though. Wow. Spectacular. Huh. All right. Gain some grounding. Let's go. Luckily, I've been doing lots of walking in the last few weeks, so I'm at least slightly conditioned, and I would say it also helps that I lost a couple pounds, although maybe I just look skinnier and actually didn't lose any weight, because I think I might have on a bit of muscle somehow. Whew. Gosh, it's getting tough now. Whew. That sun is coming down hard. Look at the size of these freaking plants here. Look at these things. I've never seen such big succulents. Wow. Here are vehicles, so that's promising. I'm making it. Here we go. Hey, Pedro. Hey there. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. These people are funny. It's like everywhere you go, there's just a random little old lady in her colorful clothes just chilling. Oh boy. Oh. This is a road. That means something. I'm gonna keep going higher, I think. I'm sweating like a dog. Yeah. Okay. I can see on the map now. I am in fact at says municipal distro de Ataquero. So I've more or less made it somehow. Nothing but a little determination. Whew. I don't know. I guess, geez, distro de Ataquero. Also, it's another whole hour further to the next village. I don't really know what the landmark's supposed to be. I don't really care. I'll just see how far I can go. Camera's at like half battery, so maybe I'll just use that as a gauge. Or my just actual energy. Although I have a tendency to push myself. Oh, here we go. Yes, actually this looks like the place from the map. I think we made it. Yeah, so this is the place. Just these random Spanish buildings in the mountains here. So I actually did make it to the square. To be honest, I think I'm ahead of schedule, even after my little sidetrack there. I made it here in less than 2 hours. It's a 5-hour round trip. I mean, I guess maybe, like I said, if I go to the next sort of villages, it's at the top of like that mountain. That's a bit of a trek, maybe. But wow, this is cool. I'll walk around a bit since I made it here. Whew. Quite nice. Interesting. Municipalidad Distra de Ataquero. Carhuac, I guess. Yeah, see? There's a little sign over here. What's this say? Something in Spanish that I don't understand. Some about the construction of the plaza. It's got some names, I guess. Just some type of commemoration, I guess. Check this out. How you going, buddy? It's a nice house. Hola. Most of the people here, like I say, are really friendly. But also many of them are looking at me like, well, like a bat out of hell, so to speak. They're like wearing this slight look of confusion. Like, what is this guy doing here? I have just a right to be here as anybody else. That's the way I see it. I hate that kind of shit in the world, you know? When there's like restricted zones or places where, well, you don't belong here. Gosh. I wish we could move past that kind of thing. Here's what it is, however. Institution Educativa. I take it this is the school. Not a bad place to have a school, I guess, right? Wow. Can't really get enough of these views up here, man. Oh, look at this. Here comes an actual fancy car. It's like a nice car. Kind of surprising, I guess. I don't really know how much further I intend on going. I guess, like I said, it actually just turned out to be kind of an easier walk than I thought it was gonna, even after almost getting lost. But yeah, since I found that square, the Ataquero Municipal Square, I'm feeling pretty accomplished. So I just figure I'll go a little bit further here, because why not? I guess the road leads, oh, there, yeah, under these clouds up there. There's another village, I suppose. And that is a serious distance. So, probably, yeah, I'm not gonna make that that trek at the moment. Oh, there's a village, another one sort of over this closer mountain to the right, and then near the very top, way out there where the clouds are, there's another one. But yeah, definitely I'm not gonna make it that far. I have also some more duties to attend to back at the guest house there. Here, this looks like a little viewpoint though. Let's check this out quick. Here, a good spot. Oh boy. There's the canyon I was in again. Wow. Yeah. Oh, we got some getting some trouble from the dogs here. Not that I fear dogs much. Honestly, after like multiple sketchy experiences I've had with dogs in different countries, I really do not fear dogs that much anymore. Maybe like a wolf. Oh, there's a chicken just giving her up this trail. Or yeah, like maybe a wolf or a real mean pit bull or something. I wouldn't want to have to deal with that. But look at all these. Yep, that's more or less it. I'd call this a success. And as you can see, there's a lot more hiking to be had. But yeah, right there, you can kind of see these lines in the middle of the camera there. There's like some farm fields up there. Crazy, crazy. Hey, doggy. Ah, give me a break. Quiet down. I come in peace. Say hi to the camera. What? Frickin' dogs, man. You know, somebody's got to keep those things in mind. Anyway, like I said, I guess it's time for me to start heading back. And obviously, there's much more hiking to be had around here, to your heart's content. So, probably have some more videos just like this coming out soon. So I hope you enjoy coming on the adventure with me. I think I'll just try and find an alternative route back, maybe. Take a scenic route. And yeah, so just gonna kind of follow this road back here. This is crazy. This is like these type of insanely steep roads you see these Red Bull mountain bikers go down. Yeah, this is really something. But it's kind of a nice break from the way I came up, I'll tell you that much. Whew. Yeah. This is even just walking on the roads is quite the trek, I tell you. Got some nice dogs chilling here. Carport. It's always good when dogs just mind their own business, you know? Or if they want to be friendly and have a pet, that's okay too. I don't want to hear any of that barking shit. Growling especially. Unless you know, looking for an attitude adjustment. Not that I really want to dish any of that out. Sometimes it's necessary with these dogs, I tell you. It's just like a message to you animal lovers out there too. Sometimes you gotta remember to let the animals remember where their place is. None of that bark and bite and shit. Like you can hear coming up ahead. Look at this mangy guy. Looks like a hyena. Doing alright, pal? Jeez. Here you go, we got some sheep at least. Sheep are always nice. Sheep and goats are kind of pretty much hilarious creatures. They just always have this sort of look on their face, like curiosity. Hey, pal. What? Stop the barking. Be nice. This dog doesn't really like me being here so much. Maybe anybody for that matter. You know, I guess my experience of dealing with annoying dogs goes all the way back to the days of being a paper boy. Pretty much had to kick a few dogs' asses back then. Yep. Had to boot a couple because their owners wouldn't. But realistically, I don't even want to boot the dog. To be quite frank, I'd rather boot the owner. They're really the ones who need the kick in the ass. But in this case, most of these dogs are street dogs, so I guess they get what they get. But like I said, I don't think it's going to come to that. Luckily, I'm a peaceful being. And I happen to like animals. I just don't like things that are mean. Animals or people. Check out this village. That's, I reckon that's the town I'm staying in. So, as you can see, got a bit of a ways to go. Well, just winding my way back down here slowly. And this part of the walk is quite satisfying. Finally got on like this back side of the mountain, so it's all shade. And now I'm just walking on this nice wide road, which may have been the road that I was supposed to follow the way up, but what fun would that have been? Then I wouldn't have got to see that beautiful canyon. Sweat my ass off getting sidetracked. It's like a side quest, you know? It's like when you play a video game, you don't just do the main quest. That's boring. It's all about the side quests. It's all about the extra adventures. And like in this case, I mean, it's just all about the scenery, which I just cannot get enough of. Even these cactus. I love these things, man. I wouldn't love to touch them, but I do like the way they look. Yep. Pretty much incredibly beautiful. We got some people up here. A truck of some kind. It's a kid. Kids are the best, man. You know? Just the pureness of their hearts. So beautiful, uncorrupted. I would just like film more of my interactions with people. Like a lot of my videos, I kind of edit out a lot of parts when I end up getting in conversations and so on. Mostly because, like, not everybody's comfortable with being filmed. I generally try to always ask people first. But some people really don't care, and in fact, some people love being filmed. Like, some people, they see I'm making a video of some kind and they're like, woohoo, trying to get in on it. And that's fun, but either way, it doesn't matter to me. I just think for the viewer's sake, maybe it's fun to have like some interactions and so on. Yeah. It's kind of a special feeling, being the only big tall white guy for many miles. It's quite funny, actually. This is a cemetery that I'm just coming up to here. It's not really the nicest looking cemetery I've ever seen, but it serves its purpose. I mean, this wall is quite nice though. I like this a lot. And I mean, it's in a beautiful location. Cementerio General. Car walk. I like this car walk. It reminds me of Kerouac, the writer. which sometimes I wonder if maybe I'm a little bit of an incarnation of him, and or at least I'd like to think so. Kindred spirits. Everywhere you go in the world, every country I've been to, and you're out on these country roads, you wave at people. That's the nice thing to do. Hola! That's just the country manners, no matter where you go in the world, man. I made a video about this before. You wave. Hey, I'm a human, you're a human. We're not all bastards. The least you could do is wave to let another person know that. Almost made it down the mountain here, and the views are not becoming any less spectacular. Oh yeah. There are some kind of rainy clouds over there, but looks like they dodged me, which is pretty sweet. Because it was funny, like there was another traveler staying at this guest house before I arrived, and they left literally an hour after I got there. I guess they didn't know I was coming, because they said, oh, it would have been nice to have some company if I knew someone was coming. Whatever. I enjoy my own company, so joke's on them, I guess. But point is it was just funny because they were like, I'm out of here, like, see ya, sucker, because it's the wet season and the weather here is crap, so have fun. Who's laughing now? You know? I think maybe a little bit of a delusion, so to speak, but weather is often dependent on your state of mind, you know? If you carry a black cloud around with you, so to speak, then you can expect rain. But when you tread softly on this earth, and you have an open heart and open mind, and your smile is as bright as the sun itself, then you can only expect good weather, man. I'm telling you. And even the thing is, like, even if it was pouring rain right now, I'd be making the best of it. That's the point. And I wouldn't really even be mad, like, if it would have rained a little bit earlier, because, like I said, I was actually pretty hot. But yeah, this is pretty much as good as weather as you can ask for. So I'm just gonna hold on to this feeling and see how it goes. Oh, got some more cars that I can wave at here. Oh man. The guy honks and goes, "Gringo," and waves. Oh man. I'll be totally honest, I don't like being called gringo that much. Not because, like, it actually really offends me or anything, but just because it's like, it's hilarious to me, because I was, like I'm saying to other people, that would just never fly in Canada, you know? Like, I didn't really plan on getting into the whole meaning and all this in this video, but So I'm not going to break it all down, but basically it's like they're just pointing out the fact that you're different, and the actual root of the word isn't related to this area. Like, okay, screw it, now I got to tell you. Gringo is what they said, because the word actually comes from the war between Mexico and America, and I guess the Americans were wearing green. So the Mexicans would say, like, green, go, you know, gringo. Apparently that's where it came from, at least that's what I was told. And, like, the other rest of Central and South America just adopted the word and basically just used it to refer to someone who's an outsider. But, like, in that sense, they don't really mean it in an offensive way like that guy. They don't know what to call you, is basically it. But at the end of the day, it's pretty much racist. And luckily, if you tell people, like, don't call me gringo, okay, like, I don't really like that, then they won't. Especially if they know your name, they're not going to call you that. But like I was saying, it's just funny to me because, like, in Canada, that would never fly. You know, like, you would never just drive down the road in Canada and be like, hey, brown guy, you know, or you'd be like, hey, blackie, how's it going? Like, that would just be considered extremely mean. So I explained that to the locals basically, and I'm like, you know, I know you don't mean anything by it, but just so you know, like, in my culture, that would be considered pretty much extremely offensive and racist. But realistically, the people here are extremely welcoming, and yeah, they don't mean anything by it. And I'm not the type of person that get all offended by a word, you know, especially because, yeah, it's the intention, it's the meaning behind the word. It's like, and I can tell most of the time they're just being friendly and they think it's funny, and it is a little bit funny. Well, there we go. Made it back to the river. I'm kind of tempted to walk across this bridge for some reason. Although my sense of personal safety is telling me otherwise. I have to settle for this concrete bridge. I don't know why, but it just looks appealing for some reason to walk across a very scary looking bridge. For whatever reason. Anyway, I'm pretty close to getting back, and now there's not so many views of the mountains. I just got maybe 20 more minutes or so up this road, and I'll be back to the village, back to the guest house where I have a delicious cold beer, or frio cerveza, I guess you could say, and some lima, some lime. And that's about as good as it gets for me at the moment. And in my opinion, there's not many better ways to cap off the day. So I'm gonna head back, check on my sheep, and then yeah, crush a cold beer and call it a day. So this is more or less where I leave you, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, please make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button. It helps me out. And yeah, I really do want to be able to keep on doing this sort of thing. Hola. It brings me nothing but utter joy to be able to share these type of experiences with you. And yeah, I would be extremely grateful if I can continue to grow this channel and see how far I can take it. Like, anyway, bless you. Thanks again. See you next time.